In the city of New York, there lived an amazingly beautiful young girl named Alice. She was not only beautiful, but also smart. She worked as a nurse in a hospital and was always ready to help patients. However, Alice had a strange trait. Every time she appeared in the patient's room, his pulse began to accelerate and his blood pressure rose. The patients felt thrilled, as if they had met their other half. One of the patients, a young illustrator named Jake, was particularly impressed with Alice. He began to come up with different ways to be closer to her. For example, he pretended that he had an allergic reaction to medications and asked Alice to stay and watch him. Alice, being a kind and caring nurse, agreed. She spent several hours with Jake, but didn't notice anything unusual. When she finally left, Jake decided to take advantage of the opportunity and drew a portrait of Alice, which, in his opinion, was so perfect that she had no choice but to accept his gift. The next day, he presented a portrait of Alice and confessed his true intentions. Alice laughed and said, "Jake, you really are a very nice and talented guy, but I can't take patients." Jake was upset, but he didn't give up. He began to put himself in difficult situations and deliberately end up in the hospital where Alice worked. This time he insisted that his heartache was caused by his love for her. Alice took him back for treatment, and of course his heart started beating faster. She laughed and said, "Love is wonderful, Jake, but let's heal your heart first. And then we'll talk about other types of treatment." The story of Alice and Jake shows that even in the strangest circumstances,